Hey, what's up guys? It's John Sai. Today I'm going to share with you why I switched brokerages. I've been a realtor since 2006, and from there on I was working 7 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day. I was grinding to no end. I was exhausted, and so by 2017 I was looking for a change. By that time, my personal relationships were all falling apart. My marriage was quickly going down the drain. Mentally, emotionally, and physically, I was falling apart. So by end of 2017, I was looking for a way out. Not necessarily out of selling real estate, but really to leverage myself and to have family time, to even have a hobby. So I was looking for a structure which can give me all that. The number one option was to start a brokerage. And from starting a brokerage, I was looking for really three things. Number one was if I were to build up a brokerage and sell it 10 to 15 years down the road, I could receive the equity that I built up from the company. Number two was a residual income or a revenue sharing income from supporting, coaching, and onboarding agents to a brokerage that I started. And number three was at the brokerage level, I could pay for lead generation platform at a group rate so I can give my agents leads so they can start to have their income and in which can build the equity and the revenue share that I wanted. After 1 year of planning, we were ready to start a brokerage. But before then, my partner came to me with this idea of a brokerage called EXP. He asked me, now John, the only reason why you wanted to start a brokerage were those three things. Am I correct? I said, yes, of course, because I wanted to have a life, have more time for my family and some leverage, right? So he said, well, EXP has those three things. The cost of starting a brokerage was going to be $500,000. With three other partners, it was going to cost me $125,000, which I didn't have, but I was going to get a loan for it. Now at EXP, I asked my partner, what's the catch and what's the cost that's going to start up this business? He said $199 Canadian. I couldn't believe it. I then started to interview all the who's who of EXP Realty to really let me know exactly what was going on and if this model actually worked. So after interviewing 6 of the top EXP agents, I decided that I was going to take the plunge. Now, what was the worst case scenario if number one, the equity doesn't work, the stocks go to zero. Number two, I don't refer or recruit any agents to EXP. Number three, the leads that I cultivated from the lead generation platform did not work out. I make no money whatsoever from it. Who was I? I was still the same real estate agent, salesperson, grinder that I was at my previous brokerage. Do you think that if I went back to my previous brokerage, would they tell me that I couldn't come back? After thinking about all that, I was on one last call with an EXP agent that was succeeding at a high level. He had explained all the benefits of how it was going to improve my life, my family's financial life. I remember this so vividly. We're on the highway going on our vacation. I was talking to him on the phone on speaker and my wife was in the back. Once I ended off the call, my wife said to me, "You need to get involved now." I signed the contract immediately. This has been the biggest decision of my career and it has proven to be the best decision of my career as well. Remember, I was grinding 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days with no family time. My wife hated me. My personal relationships were all falling apart. Now, life is completely different. My personal relationships, my marriage, and my health have all recovered. I am in the best shape of my life and the revenue share worked out, the equity worked out, and also we've done a lot of transactions from the lead generation platform that they gave us. And especially during this COVID era, just thinking back, if we had started a brick and mortar, we would have had to pay all this brick and mortar costs, franchise fees will keep coming, all the costs will keep coming. But at a cloud-based brokerage, we just kept going and business did not stop. Today, our stocks are able to pay off all of our bills. Our revenue sharing opportunities had us, guess what, pay off our taxes in full in one shot. I've never done that in my whole career. We've been at the company now for almost 2 years. Life has never been the same and for the better. I hope you found this video helpful for yourself and your business. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Make it a great day.
John is like an all-star when it comes to generating business. He's got close to like 150 deals, 130, 150 deals a year. He's got a team of and he's now shifting his business to continue production, of course, but to continue to help agents grow their production. So he's got a lot to offer and share. He's a very giving person, and that's why I wanted to connect with him, and I wanted you to have a chance to talk to him as well, and give you a chance to ask questions and get a different perspective from somebody else.
What do you feel are things that people feel like they maybe need or miss the most switching from a traditional brokerage to this model?
I think probably the office space is number one concern that a lot of agents coming over, they think it is a concern. And of course, in 2020, they realize it really isn't. And obviously, as a newer agent, you want to be able to have that collaboration, the community, the culture. And that's what most people think when they join a brokerage is they want that connection. Now, what I've found looking back in my first 2 years in real estate was that, even when I walked into the office every single day, there was no collaboration. I mean, every man was for themselves. And then, so fast forward, I moved to more of a boutique brokerage. There was a higher level of collaboration, but it wasn't at the level that really I wanted. And it was lacking those three things that I was looking for. So fast forward to now, 2 years later at EXP, obviously things have been very different. The three things that I came for was the revenue share, the equity, and more leads. Now, little did I realize, actually, collaborations was one of the biggest things, the culture, the encouragement, the support. And now I'm able to be mentored by people who are doing 200 to 300 deals. They coach me, they mentor me, and I'm also taking that and passing it down to a lot of agents that are just starting out, doing 10, 20, if not 30 deals. What I'm really surprised at is, most agents that actually come, they're able to catapult their production a lot faster than if they were at other brokerages because of the encouragement, the support, and the collaboration that you can't get it elsewhere. It's not physically built for that type of culture, right? So a lot of agents that come in, for example, this agent out in California, she was doing, I think, maximum $70,000 a year. And, this year, in 1 year alone, she's increased her production. So she has made $320,000 this year, more than quadrupling her income in 1 year. And if I ask her, how did you do it? She said, well, it was a combination of things. It was just a big group and the collaboration was there. And also she get direct access to me. Again, I'm a real estate coach. I've been a real estate coach for four and a half years. So I'm able to really pass down my knowledge to her and help her become successful. And she had been in real estate for the past 5 to 6 years, not able to break through that 6 figures. And in 1 year, she was able to break through 300 grand. Wow. It's just phenomenal. So I think if you are either beginning or you are mid-level, 5 to 6 years in, you're doing about 6 figures, you want to go to the next level, $500,000, or you're at a high level, we have the system structure and the collaboration and encouragement that can help you get there.